Protecting an idea is hard, and there are a number of ways you can go about doing it. So I'm going to give 3 examples with 3 tech giants, and who each have a different approach. Now remember, this is a short video, so I can't cover everything, and there will be some generalizations. So let's look at IBM first, and they rely on a legal form of protection for their ideas. They patent like mad, they have a big litigation fund, and they make it known to the world that they will pursue you if you infringe their patents. And then they offer services and software that rely on the inventions in those patents, and that's their basic business model. So first approach, use patents. The second approach is trade secrets, and an example of a company that relies heavily on that is Microsoft. Now, there's a problem with trade secrets in America in that there's no federal law that prevents you from leaking company secrets. They're all state laws, and also you can only sue an employee. So really, you're relying on your ex-employees keeping their mouths shut. And there was a second advantage for Microsoft at the end of the 90s when the Digital Copyright Millennium Act was passed, the DCMA, because that made the decompilation of software illegal. So second approach is to keep your source secret effectively. And then a third approach is open source, rapid movement, and then close off some of the avenues. And this is the approach that Google takes. You have an invention, you open source it, and you throw cash and people at it, and you build up a developer community. And then once it's become established as a platform, then you start locking down the edges of the open source area, and you have an advantage over your competitors because now you can control certain areas, but the central core remains open source. So it's all pretty cutthroat, but then again, that's business for you. And I think this is the issue with invention and ideas. Businesses are competitive, and they will find workarounds, and they will find ways in which to exploit their intellectual property. So I kind of think that answers a question that Zachary Dash asked in a video a while back, which is, are patents good or bad? And I think the answer is, on some level, it's all bad, but that's kind of life. And personally, I think that of those 3 models, the patent model is the one that is actually genuinely in the long run best for fostering innovation. So I've managed it in under 3 minutes. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of these different approaches. Bye for now.